Hi, welcome back to Flux Yoga. My name is Daphna. Today we are getting into a really fun kind of intermediate / advanced yoga flow. We are focusing primarily on the hips today. So we are working a lot into extended side angles with binds, some middle splits, skandasana. We'll be working a little bit into some inversions and arm balances. You don't have to take them, but I'm going to be giving you the opportunity to explore them if you would like. I recommend having a couple of blocks if you are kind of still playing around and getting familiarized with inversions and arm balances and in general with the practice. Don't worry if you don't have them. They're not an absolute necessity. However, they will provide some support if need be. So I will be practicing with the blocks and providing kind of modifications in case you feel like you want and need them. So I'm just gonna have them here at the top of my mat, and we'll go ahead and get started in a child's pose. So in your child's pose, you're welcome to bring your knees as wide as the mat or wide as your hips, in the width that feels best for you. You can bring your feet together or apart, again, however it feels best in your body. And I suggest reaching your arms forward here and resting your forehead down onto the ground. We'll start with a big breath in from the nose and a big sigh out. A big breath in, big sigh out. And again, let's take a nice big breath in from the nose and let it out. Seal off your lips and start to breathe in and out through the nose. In your practice today, I invite you to kind of check in with yourself and see, what is your why? What's the reasoning as to why you keep revisiting the mat? Why you keep coming back to your practice? There are no right or wrong answers here. There's just what is right for you. So I encourage you to just ask yourself, what is it about the yoga practice that keeps me connected? Allow whatever your answer is to stay in the back of your mind as an observation. Try not to judge yourself or criticize yourself for whatever your why is. And just allow yourself to observe that why. Start to place your hands flat on the ground. Lift the elbows off of the mat just to feel the activation in the arms. We'll take a big breath in right here. Exhale, can you inch your fingertips just an inch further forward? We'll take another inhale here. And as you exhale, walk your hands over to the right side. Maybe stack the left hand above the right if it feels good, feeling a really nice stretch in the left side body. We'll take a big breath in right here. Big breath out. Slowly with your next inhale, walk your hands through center. And exhale, walk them over to the left. Maybe stack the right palm over the left hand. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. With your next inhale, walk your hands back through center and come into tabletop, collecting your hands underneath your shoulders and the knees underneath your hips. We'll come onto the back of the right hand, turning the fingertips towards your knee and turning the palm up to your chest, and just rock your weight from side to side, feeling a really nice stretch into the top of the right wrist. We typically don't take this variation in any postures really in our yoga practice, and usually what we are doing is wrist flexion, which is what my left hand is doing, what your left hand is doing when the palm is flat on the ground. So this stretch helps to kind of counteract all of that wrist flexion. And then slowly with your next inhale, come through center, release the palm of the right hand down and come onto the back of the left hand. Left fingertips face the left knee and the palm faces up. And again, we're just shifting the weight from side to side. Really allow yourself to connect to your breath if you haven't already. Maybe constrict the muscles at the back of the throat, turning on your Ujjayi breath here. And then slowly make your way back through center, gently releasing the palm of the left hand back down to the ground. Really good. Flex into the right foot and kick the right leg all the way back behind you. Square the hip with the ground as you take a deep breath in. Exhale, reach your left arm forward, bird dog. We'll hold here for 3. Push the ground with the right hand for 2. Hug the ribs into the midline and inhale. Exhale, squeeze the left elbow to the left side and the right knee to the right side. Really good. So it's like you're taking side crunches. With your inhale, re-extend both ends. Let's do that 2 more times. Exhale, left elbow to left, right knee to right. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, left elbow to left, right knee to right. Hold here. Extend the right leg over to the right side. Lift, float it 1 centimeter off of the ground, and then set the foot down onto the mat, or onto the ground. Inhale, stretch your left hand all the way up to the ceiling. Exhale, thread that left arm underneath the right and reach the right hand all the way forward. Breathe into the inner right thigh. Breathe into the left shoulder. And just hang out here for a sec. Take another inhale right here where you are. Another exhale out. Beautiful. Plant the palm of the right hand in front of the nose. Inhale, stretch the left arm all the way back up. Exhale, plant the palm of the left hand back onto the ground. Flex into the right foot, take a deep breath in. Exhale, plug the thigh into the hip joint and float the foot off of the ground into the line of the right hip. Hold. Step the foot outside of the right hand, top of the mat. Let's come on to the fingertips here as we're coming into a little lunge. Try to keep both hands on the inside of that right foot. We'll take an inhale as we press the hips forward, lift the chest up. Exhale, half split, send the hips back as you extend the right leg. Inhale, bend into the knee, hips forward, heart lifts. Exhale, flex the right foot, extend the leg, fold over it. Once more, inhale, bend knee, hips forward, heart lifts. Exhale, flex, extend, fold, and hold. Breathe, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Maybe with each exhale, you reach your fingertips 1 centimeter further forward. We're here for 1 more breath cycle. Inhale, and exhale. With your next in-breath, let's bend back into that right knee. Palm of the right hand will rest on the inside of that right foot. Circle the left foot over to the right. So you're opening up into a baby kind of side angle. And then inhale, circle that left arm forward. Exhale, circle it back, down and around. Inhale, circle the arm forward. Exhale, back, down and around. Inhale, circle that left arm forward. Exhale, wrap the left hand around the lower back. See if you can wrap the hand to the inside of the right thigh and breathe here for 3. Try to look up to the ceiling here. Breathe here for 2. If the ground feels really far away from that right hand, place a block underneath it. You'll take another inhale right here where you are. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, stretch that left arm up. Exhale, circle it to the mat and circle the left foot into neutral. Tuck the left toes under, lift the left knee, step it to the front of the mat. Low Malasana Yogi Squat, top of the mat, hands together to your heart. Let's take a big breath in. Exhale, squeeze glutes, come all the way up to standing. Inhale, sit all the way back down. Exhale, squeeze glutes, lift up to standing. Inhale, sit all the way back down. Exhale, squeeze glutes, lift up to standing. Inhale, come all the way back down. Hands to the ground, step left foot, right foot back, and lower the knees to the ground. Readjust your hands so that they're underneath your shoulders. You'll take an inhale, flex and extend the left leg all the way back behind you. Square the hip bone with the ground, take a big breath in. Exhale, reach your right hand forward. Continue to hold here, another 2. Push down with the palm of the left hand. Hug the rib cage into the midline as you stretch each limb in its own direction. Take a big breath in. Exhale, right elbow to right waist, left knee to left waist, side crunches here. Inhale to re-extend. Exhale for that side crunch. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, side crunch. Hold. Try to lift the knee a little higher. Flex the left foot, extend the leg to the left. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Set the foot to the ground. Inhale. Reach your right arm up to the ceiling. Exhale, thread right arm through, rest shoulder onto the ground, and reach the left arm out in front of you. Let's hold here for 3. Feeling a really nice stretch in the inner left thigh. Another 2. Allow yourself to really press down with the palm of the left hand. Let's take another big breath in. Exhale, plant the palm of the left hand in front of the nose. Inhale, unravel that right arm up. And exhale, lower that right hand back down to the ground. We'll flex into the left foot as we take a deep breath in. Exhale, float left foot up and off the ground, and then step it forward outside of the left hand. Try to keep both hands on the inside of the left foot. Let's inhale, press hips forward, lift your heart up high. Exhale, flex the left foot as you extend the leg and fold over it. Inhale, bend knee, hips push forward, heart lifts. Exhale, flex foot, extend leg, fold over it. Inhale, bend knee, hips forward, heart lifts. Exhale, flex, extend, fold, and hold as you breathe here for 3. Another 2. With every exhale, allow your hands to walk a little further forward as you fold over that left leg. Good. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk your hands back in as you bend into the left knee and kind of spin that right foot to the space behind you, opening up into a baby side angle. Inhale, reach the right arm forward. Exhale, circle it back, down and around. Inhale, circle right arm forward. Exhale, back, down and around. Inhale, circle that right arm forward. Exhale, wrap the right hand around the lower back. See if you can grab a hold of the left thigh again. If the ground feels really far away, place a block underneath the left hand to create some more support for yourself. Breathe here for 3. Try to open through the chest and gaze up to the ceiling. Breathe for 2. And we'll take another big breath in. Exhale, look down. Inhale, unravel that right arm, stretch it up and all the way to the mat. Circle the right foot into neutral, tuck those right toes under, deep breath in, lift the knee. Exhale, step that right foot forward. Lower yourself down into Malasana, front of the mat, hands to heart center. Good, take a big breath in. Exhale, stand all the way up, squeeze the glutes. Inhale, sit down low. Exhale, stand up. Inhale, sit down low. Exhale, stand up. And inhale, sit down low. Hands to the ground. Step right foot back, high plank as the left foot meets the right. We'll take a big breath in this high plank. Readjust your hands as much as needed. Exhale, lower the knees all the way to the ground. Keep all 10 toes curled under. We will inhale, belly drops, tail lifts, gaze lifts, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose, round the spine, push the ground away, float your knees a centimeter off of the mat. Good, 2 more. Inhale, lower the knees. Cow pose, drop belly, lift tail, lift gaze. Exhale, cat, round spine, hover knees. Lower knees, inhale. Belly drops, tail lifts, gaze lifts. Exhale, cat, round spine, hover knees, hold for 3, for 2, and 1, down dog. Send the hips up and back, and just hang out here for a sec. Start to pedal out through the legs. We'll take a big breath in, and a big breath out. Beautiful. Let's take an inhale, stretch your right leg all the way up to the ceiling. 3-legged dog, keep the right hip squared with the mat. Point the right toes up and back a little higher as you take a nice inhale. Now exhale, bend the knee, flex the foot, kick the heel back to start to open and stack the right hip above the left. You'll take an inhale right here, and as you exhale, I want you to point the right knee towards the wall on your right. So you'll start to create an L shape with the legs, almost like a short L here. Right knee looks to the wall on your right. Left leg is long and strong. Inhale, kick back as you stack right knee above left hip again. Exhale, pull the right knee to look at the wall on the right, creating an L shape with the legs. And again, inhale, kick back with that right foot. Open through the hips, stack right knee above left hip. Exhale, right knee over to the right, squeeze through the glute as you lift the hip, press your chest back, inhale. Exhale, round and curl, knee to chest, hold. Step the foot between your hands. High crescent lunge. Let's stretch the arms all the way up, overhead. Exhale, really solidify the foundation with that right foot. Inhale, stretch through the sides of the waist. Exhale, water wheel, twist to the right. Good. Inhale, exalt it. Wrap right arm around lower back. Stretch the left arm up and overhead. Exhale, hook left elbow over right thigh. Palms come together, heart center, twist. Breathe for another 3. Another 2. Maybe look up. And inhale. Exhale, look down. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior 2 to the back of the mat. So you're gonna extend right leg and start to kind of hinge on the ball of your foot and on the right heel to come into warrior 2 on the left knee. So you really kind of spun yourself to the opposite side and the arms reach in opposite directions in your warrior 2. We'll take a big breath in. Exhale, Skandasana on the right knee. So bend the right leg as you extend the left. Good, 2 more times. Inhale, back into that warrior 2. Exhale, Skandasana on the right, maybe a little lower. Inhale, back into your warrior 2. Exhale, Skandasana on the right, as low as you can hold and sustain it. Keeping the left leg really, really active here. Your hands come together to your heart, and we'll hold for 3. Beautiful. Keep your chest lifted for 2. Keep that left leg really, really active. And let's take another inhale right here. Exhale, warrior 2. Good. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, reverse that warrior. We'll take a big breath in. Exhale, windmill your hands down to frame the left foot. 3-legged dog sweeps the left leg all the way up to the ceiling. Keep your hips squared with the ground. So the left toes are going to reach up and back as you push into the palms of your hands. Take a deep breath in. Breath out. Really nice. Bend into the knee, flex into the foot, open into the hip as you kick the left heel behind you. You'll take a deep breath in. Exhale, point the left knee to the wall on your left, creating that L shape with your legs. Inhale, kick the left leg back and behind you. Exhale, left knee opens to the wall on your left. Inhale, kick the left foot behind you, stack left knee above right hip. Exhale to that L shape with the legs. Hold here for a moment. Can you lift the knee a little higher? Inhale, press your chest back. Exhale, nice big circle with that left knee. Hug it into the chest. Hold. Inhale. Exhale, step the foot between your hands. High crescent lunge. Stretch the arms all the way up and overhead. Exhale, solidify the foundation with the left big toe. Another inhale here. Exhale, water wheel twist to the left. Good. Inhale, exalt it. Wrap a left arm around the lower back. Reach back with that right arm. Take a big breath in. Exhale, hook right elbow over left knee. Twist. Allow left hand to come over right hand as you spin your gaze and your chest to the ceiling for 3. Another 2. Strong back leg. And another breath in. Beautiful. Inhale. High crescent lunge. Stretch it all the way back up through center. Exhale, warrior 2 on the right leg. So you're going to kind of pivot on your feet to spin yourself to the front of the mat or to the opposite side of the mat, bending into the right knee for warrior 2. Beautiful. Let's take a deep breath in. Exhale, skandasana on the left. Bend the left knee as you extend the right leg. 2 more times. Inhale, back into warrior 2. Exhale, maybe a little lower in your skandasana. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale as low as you can go in your skandasana as you hold for 3. Good. Keep right leg active. Keep your chest lifted for 2. Good job. Flex through the right foot. Let's take another breath in. Breath out. Gorgeous. Warrior 2, push into the left foot. Come back, inhale. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Reach the right arm back and overhead. Really nice. Let's take a big breath in. Exhale, windmill your hands down. Frame the right foot. 3-legged dog as you sweep right leg all the way up and back. Beautiful job. Now keeping the leg extended, flex your foot. Start to open into your hip without bending the knee. So really kick the right heel towards the back corner of your room and try to lift the leg a little higher. So same thing as we did before with opening the leg out to the side for an L shape, only this time the leg stays straight. Bear with me. Let's take a big inhale. Exhale, kick the right foot to the wall on the right. Inhale, pull the heel up and back. Open through the chest. Exhale, press it out to the right in the line of the hip. One more time, inhale. Kick the leg up and back, open through the hip, lift, press up and back. Exhale, kick the leg out to the right, hold for another 3. Try to lift it into the line of the hip for 2. Good, and 1. Try to keep the leg straight as you circle it to the front of the mat, preferably between your hands. If you needed to bend into the knee, go for it. We're gonna kind of drive that left foot one tiny little step forward, setting it down at 45 degrees for pyramid pose. If the ground feels far away, grab a hold of your blocks and place them underneath your hands. If it doesn't, then keep your hands on the ground. We'll take a big breath in, square off the hips, so wrap right hip back and left hip forward, long spine. Exhale, fold over the right leg and walk your hands back towards the left foot. We'll breathe here for 3. Another 2. And let's take another big breath in. Really nice. Step the left hand to the inside of the right foot. Revolve triangle. Inhale, reach the right arm up to the ceiling and try to look to the right thumb. Try to keep the left heel down. Another 2. Wrap the right hip back. Extend the crown of the head forward. Let's take another inhale. Exhale, circle the right hand down, diagonal of the right pinky toe, setting up for half moon. If you need, grab a block and place it underneath your hand. Shift the weight into the right foot. Float left foot off of the ground. Float left arm up to the ceiling and maybe gaze up to the left thumb. Breathe, another 3. Flex into the left foot, try to lift the leg a little higher for 2. Open the chest, stack left hip above right, inhale. Gorgeous, exhale, step that left foot all the way back, and you're opening up into a wide-legged forward fold. Really, really nice. Palm of the right hand underneath the right shoulder. Inhale, reach the left arm up to the ceiling. Send your sits bones back, left hip back. Exhale, wrap left hand around the lower back. Open through the chest, really allow yourself to kind of spiral your chest up to the ceiling. And if you did wrap the left hand around the lower back, maybe you grab the inner right thigh with it. Let's take another deep breath in, another deep breath out. Good. Inhale, stretch left arm up. Exhale, lower left hand. Inhale, reach right arm up. Exhale, wrap right hand around the lower back. Open up through the chest here. We'll take 3. See if maybe you can wrap the right hand to the inner left thigh as you really try to spiral the chest up to the ceiling, gaze up to the ceiling, right hip back. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Good. Inhale, reach right arm up. Exhale, lower the right hand. Setting up for goddess, turn all 10 toes out, the heels will turn in. Nice deep bend in the knees, hands to your chest. And we'll hold in this goddess for 3. Press to the outer edges of the feet, press the knees out so they align with your toes. Breathe for 2. Try to stack shoulders over hips, tuck your tailbone under. We'll take another breath in right here where we are. Another breath out. Gorgeous. Inhale, extend into your legs, hands to your waist. Exhale, turn the toes in. Fold yourself forward and give yourself a moment. Let's take an inhale for a half lift. Exhale, spin yourself to the left foot, palms of the hands down. We'll float left leg up and back, 3-legged dog. Good. Flex into the foot, open into the hip without bending the knee. Keep the leg extended. Really press up and back with that left foot. Inhale. Exhale, kick it out to the left into that L shape. You guessed it. You'll inhale to kick it back, open through the hip. Exhale, kick the leg out to the left, line of the hip. And again, inhale, open, open, open. Reach the leg up high. Exhale, out to the left and hold here for 3. Really press with your hands for 2. Lift through the outer edge of the glute. Inhale. Exhale, try to keep the leg extended as you circle it forward and step it through the hands. We'll slide that right foot a little bit forward, resting the foot at 45 degrees. If you needed blocks last time, then just reach back and grab them. Otherwise, we'll take an inhale as we find a half lift. Exhale, fold forward. An option to keep the hands here or walk them back towards that right foot. Breathe here for 3. Good. Square off the hips. Breathe here for 2. And we'll take another deep breath in. Stay for the exhale. Good. With your next inhale, find your half lift, revolve triangle. Right hand under on the inside of the left foot. Inhale, circle that left hand up to the ceiling as you breathe for 3. Try to extend the crown of your head forward. Breathe here for 2. Wrap the left hip back. Legs are strong. Inhale, try to look up. Exhale, half moon. Left hand comes down to a block or off a block, diagonal of the left pinky toe. Shift your weight into the left foot. Circle right arm, right leg up and off the ground. And maybe look up to the right thumb as you breathe for 3. Try to float that right foot up a little higher for 2. Stack right hip above left. Open the chest. Try to look up with your gaze. Inhale. Exhale, step that right foot back. Open up into a wide-legged forward fold. Good. Taking a moment here for middle splits. If you feel like this is enough for you, then please be my guest and stay right here and just work on taking a forward fold. But if you want a little bit more intensity, you're gonna flex into your feet and start to kind of heel toe them further and further out away from one another. Maybe come down to the forearms, and we will breathe here for 3. Another 2. And another big breath in. Try to stick your sits bones up. Exhale, push into your hands and heel toe the feet back towards one another. Palms of the hands will press into the ground to extend into the arms. Really good job. I know that that one's a tough one. We'll spin to the right foot and let's sweep it up and back. Really nice. For our final sequence here, let's take a nice big breath. Now this time, bend into your right knee, open into the hip, wild thing. Look over the left shoulder. Start to look for the ground with the right foot as you flip yourself into your wild thing. And breathe here for 3. Another 2. And another inhale. Exhale, look to the left thumb and start to squeeze the right knee into your chest for a sort of side plank transition. Hug that right knee in and then step right foot to the front of the mat. Extended side angle, the left foot will come down flat at 45 degrees. Right hand to the inside of the right foot on or off a block. On a block, of course, supports you a lot more. Off a block deepens it quite a bit. So we'll take an inhale in this extended side angle. Option to come into a half bind, wrapping the left arm around the lower back. Option to come into a full bind, right arm will thread under right leg and either interlace your hands or grab for the left hand, left wrist with the right and pull that left arm back and down. We'll breathe for 3. Another 2. Circle your chest up, look up. And let's take another inhale. Good. Gently look down, unravel the bind. Come onto the left tippy toes, revolved half moon. Left hand comes forward at a diagonal from your right big toe, Shift the weight into the right foot and reach the right arm up to the ceiling. Let's hold for 3. Lift the left leg up and back. Breathe for 2. Open through the chest. And let's take another inhale. Exhale, look down, squeeze the left knee into your chest, and slowly make your way to standing here. Figure 4 chair. Flex the left foot, rest the left ankle over the right thigh, and sit yourself down into figure 4 chair. So now, you've got a couple of options. You can take just this figure 4 chair, reach back and release the fingers and fold. Option number 2 is to explore flying pigeon by bringing the hands down to the ground, bending the elbows back and resting that left shin on your triceps. Then you'll want to wrap the left toes around the right bicep and shift your weight forward, maybe floating right foot off of mat and maybe extending the right leg back. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Bend back into the right knee if you lifted and extended it. Set the foot down, really good. If you stayed in that figure 4 chair, we are unraveling the hands. Bring right hand to right waist, left hand to left big toe. Uddita Hasta Padangusthasana. Kick and extend left leg to the left. Excellent job. Let's breathe here for 3. Ground down with that right big toe. Breathe here for 2. And 1. Gently release the left leg. Cross it behind the right ankle. Inhale, reach your hands up high. Exhale, grab the left wrist. Side stretch over to the right. Good. Maybe peek underneath that left arm. Let's take a big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale back through center, release the hands, fold forward. Beautiful. Let's take an inhale, find your half lift. And exhale, fold forward. Really good. With your next inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands will plant to the mat and we'll sweep left leg up and back. Again, 2 options here. Option 2, hold your standing split by grabbing the right ankle and extending that left leg up to the ceiling. But if you want to potentially explore some handstand hops, then hands onto the ground and you will hop. So if you're in that standing split, stay there. If you want to explore your handstand hops, we'll hop together. You want to keep the left leg lifted and extended. Come onto the right tippy toes, bend the right knee as you hop up. 1, hop up 2, and hop up 3. Maybe hold it, maybe hold it, maybe hold it, and then step that right foot down. We will all send the left knee, left foot all the way back, and let's lower the left knee to the ground. Heel toe the right foot to the outside of the right hand, and we'll take a lizard lunge, resting the forearms to the ground. Good. You can stay here or you can take a galaxy variation by grabbing the right ankle with the left hand, reaching the right arm up, and grabbing the left foot behind you. Breathing here for 3. Gorgeous. Opening your chest. 2. Let's take one more big breath in. Beautiful job. Gently release the hold of that left foot. Right hand comes to the ground. Left hand comes to the ground. Lift the left knee. Let's sweep right leg up and back. Inhale. Exhale, 3-point chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Lift and open through the heart. Exhale, take a child's pose here for a moment. Knees to the mat, hips to the heels, forehead to the mat. And we'll take a big breath right where we are. Big breath out. Nice big inhale. Nice big exhale. And one last time, inhale. And exhale. So good. Really nice. Starting to make our way into our left side, left and final side before we wind it all the way down. Come into your downward facing dog when you feel like you're ready. Really nice. Let's take a deep breath in. Left leg will stretch up to the ceiling. Exhale, bend into the left knee, open into the hip. Wild thing. Look over that right shoulder and start to look for the ground with the left foot. Open and spin your chest up to the ceiling. Breathe for 3. Another 2. And 1. Unravel. You're making your way into a sort of side plank. Squeeze that left knee into your chest. Step it up to the front of the mat. Extended side angle. Right foot will come down at 45 degrees. Left hand on or off of a block. The block helps tremendously if you feel like you need it. Inhale, side angle, stretch that right arm forward, and exhale, half bind. Option to stay in your half bind. Option to come into the full bind by threading the left arm underneath the left leg and either hooking the hands or grabbing the right wrist with the left hand and extending that right arm back for 3. Open your chest, breathe for 2. Try to really spin your gaze up to the ceiling. Let's take a big inhale. Exhale, gently unravel that bind, look down to the ground. Hands to the mat. Come onto the ball of the back foot, revolved half moon. Take a step forward with the right hand so it's diagonal from that left big toe. Float right foot off of the ground and stretch left arm up to the ceiling. Breathe for 3. Point the right toes behind you. Really lift the leg for 2. And another inhale. Exhale, look down, squeeze right knee to chest and come all the way up to standing. Figure 4 chair. Good, that right ankle is going to cross over the left thigh, and option 2, Sit back here, take the bind in your hands, and fold. Again, if this is what you did on the first side, then do it here as well and stay here. But if you did explore that flying pigeon, then we will explore it here as well. So you'll do that by resting the hands onto the ground and then resting your shin on your triceps, wrapping the right foot around the left bicep, deep bend in the elbows to shift the weight forward. Maybe you float left foot, and then maybe you kick the left leg up and back and hold for 3. Good. For 2, push the ground away, dome your upper back, lift through the left toes, and then bend the left knee and set the foot down again. Beautiful, beautiful job. From here, we're all coming back into that figure 4 chair, into Uttita Hasta Parangushtasana. Left hand to left waist, right hand to right big toe, and kick right foot to the right. Hold for 3, 2, and we'll take another inhale. Let go of the foot, cross right ankle behind left. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, grab right wrist, stretch it over to the left. Maybe peek underneath the right arm. Take a big inhale here. Big breath out. And inhale, come up through center. Exhale, fold over your legs. Really good. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, standing split or handstand hop. So hands press into the ground. We'll float right foot off of the mat. If you come into the standing split, wrap left hand around the left leg and point those right toes as high up as you can. If you're coming into those handstand hops, plant your palms firmly into the ground, grip with your fingertips. Keep the right leg lifted and long. Come onto the left tippy toes, bend into the knee and hop up for 1, for 2, and for 3. Maybe we hold on the third try for 3, 2, 1. If you held, step that left foot down and right foot all the way back. We'll lower the right knee and then heel toe the left foot to the outside of the left hand for lizard. Really gorgeous. Beautiful job. You can either hold here in your lizard or you can take a galaxy variation and grab left ankle with right hand, reach back with left hand, and grab for the right foot. We'll breathe here for 3. Another 2. And let's take another big breath in. So good. Gently release the back foot. Left hand comes down. Plant the palm of the right hand. Lift the right knee. Sweep left leg up and back. 3-leg dog. Inhale. Look forward. Exhale. 3-point chaturanga. Inhale. Upward facing. Exhale. Child's pose. Knees down. Hips, heels. Forehead down. Let's take a big breath in right here. Nice big sigh out. Really nice inhale. Sigh it out. Beautiful. Allow yourself to come back to your breath. And allow yourself to come back to that why. Remember, we set a why in the beginning of class. With your next inhale, let's roll ourselves back up into a seat. Really, really nice job. So from here, we're gonna bring our shins close to one another, and we are trying to transition what we call the float through typically in Ashtanga, but in Vinyasa classes in general. If you have blocks, It will make your life definitely easier by placing them just along your thighs. However, if you do not have blocks, I recommend either being on your fingertips or palms of the hands flat is going to be quite challenging. You're welcome to explore all of the above. For the sake of this exercise, I'm going to demonstrate with blocks for 2 rounds, without blocks for 2 rounds. So we're taking 4 rounds total. With the inhale, we want to press into the blocks or the ground and lift the chest. With the exhale, we'll round, float the knees into the chest. Right? So we're just going to do that a total of 4 times. On the last time, we are going to hold and try to either slide the feet through or tippy toe our way through. So let's come back into that. Palms of the hands either on the blocks or on the ground. Inhale, open through the chest. Exhale, round, squeeze knees to chest. Lower the knees. Inhale, open your chest. Exhale, round, squeeze knees to chest. Really good. Inhale, lower the hips. Now I'm on my fingertips just to show you. Open the chest. Exhale, round, squeeze knees in. Good, and for the last time, inhale, lower the knees, open the chest. Exhale, round, squeeze, hold for 3. Push the ground, squeeze the knees in, 2, and 1. Slide your feet through. And extend the legs forward. Incredible. Good. Janushirshasana, bend right knee, sole of the right foot to the inner left thigh, square your chest with the left leg. Inhale, stretch the arms up high. Exhale, fold over the left leg and allow yourself to pull yourself towards it. Take another 2. And let's take another big breath in. Big breath out. Good. Inhale to come all the way back up. Stretch the arms up high. Squeeze the right knee in. Cross right ankle over. Left leg. Right hand behind you. Inhale, reach the left hand up a little bit higher. Exhale, hook left elbow over right knee. Look over right shoulder. Take another 2. And another big breath in. Good. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, gently unravel and switch. Janushirshasana on the left, sole of the left foot to the inner right thigh as you bend into the left knee. Right leg is extended forward and we are squaring the hips towards the right thigh. Inhale, reach the arms up high. Exhale, fold, breathe. Slowly with your next inhale, come back up into a seat, reach the arms up high. Hug left knee back to center, cross left leg over right thigh, left hand behind you. Inhale, reach, reach, reach up. Exhale, hook right elbow over left knee and look over left shoulder. We'll breathe here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Another inhale. And exhale, look forward, gently unravel. Baddha Konasana, cobbler pose, soles of the feet together, knees apart, hands to feet, open them like a book. Inhale, open through the chest. Exhale, elbows back as you fold yourself forward and breathe for 3. Breathe another 2. And we'll take another big breath in. Inhale, come back up into a seat. Hands will close off the knees here. Navasana Yogi Squat. Float your feet up off the ground. Maybe extend your legs up to the ceiling and breathe for 3. Good, another 2. And let's take an inhale. Exhale, lower to the lower back, low boat, hold for 3. Another 2. And one. Hug your knees into your chest. If you need to shuffle yourself forward, just so that your whole body is on the mat, go for it. Give yourself a nice big squeeze here. And let's take a happy baby. Grabbing for the outer edges of the feet. Turn the soles of the feet up to the ceiling and gently rock from side to side. Beautiful. Really, really nice. We'll take a big breath in, big breath out. Slowly collect the feet back in. Cross right knee over left knee like you're sitting in a coffee shop, and then reach for your feet. Reclined Gomukhasana. From here, kick your feet out and gently pull the legs in towards the body. Feeling a really beautiful stretch in that right glute. Let's take just 2. Inhale. Beautiful. Release the feet, keep the bind of the legs, maybe even wrap the right leg once more underneath the left for an eagle wrap, and then drop your legs over to the left. Reach the right arm over to the right as you breathe here for another 3. Another 2. And another big breath in. Inhale, slowly hug your knees back in, unravel them, and we are going to cross the left knee over the right like you're sitting in a coffee shop. Reach down with your hands, grab your feet. Let's kick the feet out to the sides and gently draw the legs into the body, feeling a beautiful stretch in the left glute this time. Take a big breath in, big breath out, big breath in, big breath out. Gently release the hold of the legs and we'll cross the left ankle underneath the right for, if we did that on the first side, of course, for an eagle wrap with the legs for our twist. Let's drop the knees over to the right and extend the left arm to the left. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And again, a big breath in, big breath out. Slowly with your next inhale, we'll hug the knees back in as we unravel them and gently come into Shavasana, extending your legs all the way down, releasing the arms along the body as the palms face up. We'll take a big breath in through the nose. Big sigh out. Sealing the lips here. Relax the forehead, the eyes, the cheeks, the jaw. Allow your breath to rise and fall. Allow the body to be supported by the mat. In this moment, allow yourself to come back to your why, the reason you keep showing up on your mat, the reason you keep seeking out this practice. Allow yourself to collect all the energy that you gained from this practice. Any last remnants of energy still scattered on your mat and around you. Feel them slowly reabsorb into every cell and every fiber within you. We'll take a big breath in. Big sigh out. Slowly wiggle the fingers and the toes. Take any stretches that feel good for here and now. And roll over to one side into a fetal position. In your own time, start to make your way into a comfortable seat. Collecting your hands together at your heart. We'll take a big breath in. Big sigh out. Inhale the thumbs to your third eye, recognizing mind, intellect, intuition. Exhale, bow the chin to the chest, recognizing light, life, and love within. Thank you so much for taking the time, moving your body, and practicing with me today. And mostly thank you for allowing me to guide you through that. I had so much fun practicing this class and planning this class, and so I really hope that you enjoyed it too. If you did, then please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe for more videos like this, and maybe even share it with a friend or a loved one. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.